The Prime Minister is under fire over his response to today's major defence review, and the time it will take to meet commitments. Sir Keir Starmer was skewered by the BBC's Nick Robinson over defence spending. The BBC Radio 4 Today programme host repeatedly pressed the Prime Minister on his wording that it was his ambition to hit 3% of GDP in the next Parliament rather than giving a firm commitment. Sir Keir said, "What I said at the election in 2024 is that we would get to 2.5%, and I was pressed time and again what precise date, and I said as soon as I can be absolutely clear with a firm date, a firm commitment that we will keep to. Because I had seen the previous government make commitments about this percent or that percent with no plan behind it, I'm not going down that road. Therefore, what you can take from this is, yes, that 3%, but I am not, as the Prime Minister of a Labour government, going to make a commitment as to the precise date, until I couldn't be sure precisely where the money is coming from, how we can make good on that commitment. Because I don't believe in performative fantasy politics, and certainly not on defence and security." Nick Robinson skewered him by pointing out that there is a major difference between a commitment to reaching 3% of GDP on defence, and an ambition. He pointed out, when you're asked, you don't use the word commitment. You use the word ambition. And you're a lawyer, and you know the difference between words. Ambition is the sort of word a lawyer uses when they say, well, maybe, perhaps, one day, but you won't guarantee. Sir Keir said he is not going to make a commitment to the precise date until I can be sure precisely where the money is coming from. I don't believe in performative fantasy politics, and certainly not on defence and security, Mr. Robinson hit back. In the introduction to this defence review, you say the organising principle of government is our security. Now if it's the organising principle to do something, you get on and do it. You're in charge. And now you're saying to me, well, we might do it in 9 years' time if the Chancellor agrees and if the numbers add up. It's not much of an organising principle, that, is it? The Prime Minister insisted that his move to reach 2.5% by 2027 was earlier than many people expected, adding that already brings huge capability. Asked whether he could send British troops to fight Russia during his premiership, Sir Keir said, I very much hope not, but insisted that building up Britain's defences would itself act as a deterrent.